Hello, I'm J. Morris Hicks, and today I want to talk about the simple solution to our food problem that is wrecking our health and even threatening our very existence. I began my study on this subject back in 2002 after becoming curious about the optimal diet for humans. After reading 30 or 40 books on the subject, I concluded that the whole foods, plant-based diet was probably best for our health. Then, over the same weekend in 2003, I read two more books that focused primarily on the environmental and social consequences of our food choices. And that's when I had my blinding flash of the obvious, saying to myself, oh my God, we're eating the wrong food. So what is the right food? We begin to answer that question by observing nature, which has a diet plan for all species. Some animals eat other animals, some animals eat plants, and so forth. Animals whose DNA is almost identical to ours, gorillas, eat nothing but raw plants. Then there are people like the Tarahumara of Mexico. They eat mostly corn, squash, and beans. And guess what? They rarely experience any of our chronic diseases. The clincher for me was disease reversal. Our book features 5 MDs who have enjoyed great success in reversing many chronic diseases with whole plant-based foods. Pictured along with Dr. T. Colin Campbell are images of those 5 pioneering medical doctors. 3 of them, Esselstyn, Ornish, and Campbell, influenced President Clinton to adopt a whole foods plant-based diet in 2010. Worried about not getting enough protein? The strongest animals in the world, like elephants and horses, eat nothing but raw plants. One more point. Even if animal foods were the healthiest diet for humans, eating them is simply not sustainable for much longer. On a per-calorie basis, they require over 10 times as much land, water, and energy as a plant-based diet. If everyone ate the way we do in the USA, we'd need 2 planet Earths to feed us all, and we only have 1. In a seriously overpopulated world that is running out of enough land to grow our food, we continue to add 200,000 people every day, and we lose an area the size of South Carolina to erosion every year. Need more evidence? Also endorsing the plant-based diet are the United Nations, Albert Einstein, and most recently our nation's largest healthcare company, Kaiser Permanente. From their spring 2013 journal, physicians should consider recommending a plant-based diet to all their patients, encouraging whole plant-based foods and discouraging meats, dairy products, and eggs, as well as all refined and processed foods. So why 4-leaf? We felt that it was time for a more positive and more descriptive way to define a near-optimal diet without using words like vegan or vegetarian. Those words say more about what you're avoiding than what you should be eating. So we based our 4-leaf approach on the common ground wisdom of the 5 medical doctors mentioned earlier. They all agree with this simple statement by Dr. Campbell. The closer we get to eating a diet of whole plant-based foods, the better off we will be. The closest that we could possibly get would be 100%. So we set the top bar at 80. That means that when you're eating at the 4-leaf level, you're deriving over 80% of your calories from whole plants. Even the 1-leaf level, beginning at 20%, delivers 4 times as many whole plant calories as the standard American diet. Based on overwhelming evidence, there's no doubt in my mind that the right food for humans is whole plant-based foods. The question is, how do we get enough people to change soon enough to make much of a difference? To help speed up that process, we're working on a few initiatives here at 4-Leaf Global. Education, healthy, great-tasting foods, and a whole new approach to corporate wellness. The consequences of our food choices are incredibly complex, yet the solution is refreshingly simple. All we have to do is eat more plants. Our book goes into great detail on all of the above topics and is written so that it can be easily understood by the average 8th grader. Questions? Email me, J. Morris Hicks. Now I'm going sailing.